and thank you for joining me for this video. This is one that I had mentioned in a prior video where I had some photos to share of my hair growth progress. I just thought it would be interesting to share the progress in one video from when I first started seriously growing my hair long and bringing it up to this point now. And then also there are some older photos that I put in the slideshow just to show what my hair was like over the years before I started seriously growing it long. And what I found is switching to specifically a long hair care routine is what helped my hair grow longer than it ever has before. But it doesn't change your overall hair type, of course. And so I think you'll notice with the photos over the years, my hair type has always been basically what it is, but before I wasn't able to grow it as long as I do now. So I think that just shows that a healthy hair care routine can help you grow your hair as long as possible, but your basic hair type is what it is. But by taking good care of your hair, you can improve the quality of it and the length of it. But I've just found overall, your hair is what it is, but then you can improve the health, the quality, and the length of it with the type of care that you give it. I found the basic long hair care principles that work for hair health and growing hair long are choosing some sort of gentle hair wash, shampoo or cleanser to clean the hair, a good conditioner, oiling, and protective hairstyles like braids and things that protect the hair from tangling and from the elements. And I don't know what my end length will be. I noticed it slowed down a lot with how much it grows, and so I'm just going to continue with the healthy routine that I have and just see how long it can grow. So I've always had hair that was prone to frizz and could be wavy or curly with the right moisture balance, and as you can see here, it's always turned reddish in the sunlight. And depending on what I used, like I mentioned, it can be wavy and curly-ish. This is about as long as I would grow it, and then it would just get too dry and split ends, and I cut it short after I grew it longer, like it was in that one picture. I cut it and donated it, and then I started growing it back to the normal length that I had, which was shoulder to mid-back. That was about as long as I could get it, was mid-back. And then I started using oil on my hair, and I noticed that helped the health of it. And I also started doing a lot of braids for protective hairstyles, and that also helped my hair get healthier where I could grow it longer. So, and I still do a lot of braids now. I've been using braids a lot the last few years, I'd say since about 2020. And then in 2022, the summer of 2022, I started making my own homemade hair wash and using a conditioner bar and continuing the oiling. And I started using wide tooth wooden combs. I did experiment with boar bristle brushes for a while, and I liked them a lot at first. This was my hair after I brushed with boar bristles, and it did seem to make it really shiny, and I liked it at first, but it just seemed to make my hair too frizzy over time and seemed a bit rough on it as it got longer, so I don't use boar bristle anymore. And I started keeping better track of the length, and I used different ingredients in my homemade hair wash and tried some different shampoo bars. So you can see in that last photo, it would look a bit thinner at times and not quite as healthy because I was experimenting with trying some different shampoo bars and my homemade hair wash mix, which if you watch some of my prior videos, you can see the different ingredients I've used in my homemade hair wash. In short, it's been powders that I mix into a hair wash, amla, shikakai, soap nut, and ingredients like that. I made my first YouTube video about it in January of 2023, and ever since then I've stuck with basically the same routine but rotated the ingredients, tried different combs or brushes, different oils, and so my hair's grown quite a bit since first starting this, longer than it ever has before. So I'm just going to keep letting it grow and keep practicing these good habits and just see how long it might grow for a fun experiment. Here's a comparison that I showed in an earlier video between the summer of 2022 and then January. This one's January 2023, and then the next one is January 2024, and then the next one January 2025. And I'll do another length update here shortly with the latest. I have posted more length updates since January 2025 on my YouTube channel, and some of these pictures and videos here are from spring and summer this year, 2025, and you can check out some of my other videos if you're interested in seeing the updates there. I'll be posting a new one pretty soon, but I have a few product reviews to upload before that. So I hope that you'll join me in my next video, and I hope that you had fun watching this one. Thanks for being here and for joining me. Take good care. Bye for now.